G'day you mad lads. So this is a little video for basically open Civil Wars for people that similarly, with that word wrong, play similarly to me. That play multiple characters or maybe even want to lose the war. I'm not too sure if it works for losing the war this way, because those actually require quests to implement certain things to happen across the game to make it work properly. But this isn't really quest. This is more console commands. And the reason I'm doing this is because I just found this out because I'm a simpleton and I haven't actually looked at the page in a year. It's Open Civil Wars allows you to actually just put in console commands and you're able to like lose holds or something like that. So that's pretty bloody cool. And the reason for this is Whiterun. Now Whiterun you can't lose in Open Civil Wars, right? Not yet. The mod author hasn't implemented it. He'd say a while back that he was thinking about it, probably working on it, but it's not here yet. Right, and I don't think that's going to work if I decide to update my game. I don't think that'd just cross over and it'll magically work into my game midway through. So, there are console commands, right? And I want to test these with you so we can go and check out what Whiterun would be like under Stormcloaks command. So the situation, well, the scenario for me would be, I am playing Sigund Bearclaw, the Stormcloak character, and she basically goes, I've had enough, and she decides to attack Whiterun. Hit the whole defences and hit the farms and wipe out the guard and, you know, hit the fort and blah blah, and all of a sudden, you know, she's got control of Whiterun. Now, I done this last night, tested it around. What actually happens, it didn't happen straight away. It went to Whiterun, fast travel there, and Whiterun's Jarl, you know, Imperial Jarl Bolgraf was there, his troops are there. Then I came back later and Vignar Greymane was sitting on the throne. And the Whiterun guard were getting slaughtered by the Stormcloak guards. So I don't think it just transfers over to where the Whiterun guards magically disappear. I think they get killed off. I'm not even sure properly if that's even how it works. It might be a case to where, you know, the Whiterun guards still respawn, but then get killed by the Stormcloak guards because the Stormcloak guards are normally better prepared. But it's a pretty cool sort of implication of the story, and I want to show you real quick how to do it. Set stage. So the commands are real quick. MQ302 test. Now you got 9 numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the 9 holds of Skyrim. So on this, the mod author he has got Solitude as 1, Mortal as 3. I don't know why with those backwards. Markarth is 2, 6 is Dawnstar, 4 is Whiterun is the one we want. Alright, 4. Oops. Now that, what I've just, what have I done here? MQ, O. Now what we've done, we've just selected Whiterun in the console commands, right? Now we open it, pretty much put it back up, we remove the 4, and we put in 200 or 100. Now, 200 is for the Stormcloaks, 100 is for the Imperials. So I've got Whiterun selected in the console commands, right? If I go 200, I give it over to the Stormcloaks. Double checking real quick. Boom, done. If I want to do that again, I gotta press 4, enter, and I go 100 to put the Imperials back in. So we're just gonna fast travel around, and we might see a camp start to line up in. It's normally. So this is Golden Globe Plantation. Normally an Imperial camp will open up here. This is too good a text, we're going to get our heads ripped off. And over time, eventually you'll actually start to see Stormcloaks guarding these places. Like if I go here right now to Rorikstead, there'll be Imperial controlled. It takes like a few moments for the game to recognise. Set game hour to 11. This isn't these controls. These dudes I think are your typical Whiterun guard. They're normally up there, yep. So as you can see, it's still controlled by Whiterun. If we go to mark now I don't understand this, maybe they do it twice in the console commands. So, still Whiterun guard hanging around. Go up to the You might even have to save the game and turn it off and turn it back on for that to work. As we can see, we've still got Bulgriff and Yutaskal. Now,
I've been looking for someone who ain't superstitious though.
now what we need to do, I'm going to back off out of here, see if the plantation's even opened up just yet. No. I'll do it again just to double check. 4, 200, and we're going to
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels.
back off out of here. We'll save it and we'll reload it and see if that helps. Alright, as we can see, it's our Whiterun Imperial camp. I find that the Whiterun, or the Imperial Commander stays in Dragon's Reach. Now, it doesn't mean it happens straight away, because like I've said, I've seen this sitting here and still Whiterun guard, so it might take even longer. It might take you like a full turn off of the game, turn back on, or another reload of another save. But we might get there, they might start killing each other. Well, I've got detection turned off. Look at that. Stormcloaks guard. Oh.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
Look at the Stormcloaks guard have rocked up. Let's go to Dragon's Reach. Check out Vignar.
Every one of them.
Oh, look at that. It's back. Pretty cool. And normally, in my game, that's not even here. Like, it doesn't exist. But it's kind of cool. There must have been some sort of mod that does that. But, I like how it's there now. Even though it's at the Statue of Kinnereth. But Kine is their god. It's one of their main Nordic pantheons. I doubt they'd rip it down to put Talos there. Now, as we can see, we've got Vignar sitting on the throne.
Can't wait to see the look on
Is
their
there all the
faces
dialogue
when
for
they
it too?
finally see a way to spill the blood.
Hello again.
Yeah, right.
Can't wait to kill another
Whiterun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. It's a glorious day for Skyrim.
So,
Good talking to you.
he's not just AI controlled, you know, to sit on that throne, he's got the voice lines for it. Now the interesting thing is, you know, the whole losing the war bit, and this is a bonus thing if you already want to check it out, but it's also solitude, right? I've always like, General Tullius and Rickard will still be there because, you know, it's, but then to die in a certain quest, that to really take place. So, we want to open it back up, change 4 to 1, which is solitude. And then go 200 again. Fast travel away. Save the game.
The Imperials
And
make us all lawless
hopefully-
beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
It's already moved. It's already bloody moved. Because normally there's a camp right here. But we're going to fast travel away, save the game, and then we'll teleport to solitude. So now this is working better than it did last time when I first tested it. Still, there was like enemy soldiers around. But as you can see, right here, Stormcloaks guard. Awesome, there's Imperial soldiers around here. Now, there's always going to be the issue of things that just don't work right. Like, you know, all these dudes. Ah, Audrey. All these dudes will be here, you know, doing their thing. All the Imperial soldiers will be gone. But in here might be a different story. Because I think the Legate, Imperial Legate and General Tullius, obviously General Tullius is still going to be there. And the Stormcloaks commander will be inside. As you can see, Imperial soldiers, Stormcloaks commander, and General Tullius. Now, funny enough, there's no Imperial commander. I looked at the flags, there's no Imperial encampment. All the night shift guards.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Now, quite obviously, Legate Ricker and Theis are meant to be killed at the very end of the Stormcloak questline, so they wouldn't actually naturally be there. And the Jarl of Solitude remains the same because he keeps her in place and no doubt wants to wear her sometime sooner or later, but whatever.
Damn rebels.
But there are still, funny enough though, what's actually kind of interesting is that all the sort of like modded Imperials, like the Skyrim at War Imperials are now gone, which they weren't last time. But I don't know if you can,
Solitude is as glorious as they said it was. Nothing like Fulcreath where I grew up.
but I don't know if you can like kill these dudes and they'll respawn, so I have no idea. But we're gonna go check the palace out just to go have a look, see if there's still Imperial guards guarding her. Alrighty, we got Stormies in here. And all that seems to happen all the time. I have no idea why.
It's a fine day with you around.
Why, thank you. You are most courteous, and maybe you can help our people in this difficult time.
Nope. That's the quest I don't want to do. Look at that. New dialogue. So you can lose the war.
Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. Now it would seem Ulfric has his wish. And there truly is no justice in the world. No. Although it's true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow, I am in no position to claim such a title. Ulfric Stormcloak is victorious, and the Jarls have fallen in line. It seems I will never take my rightful place as High Queen.
So,
was a pleasure.
there you have
Thank
it.
you.
You can even lose the war. You just gotta go and take Theis out and Legate Ricker. Anyone that remains. And with open civil wars, you can now lose the war. Oh, that's broken. So, how about it? How weird's that? Pretty cool for a story implementation. I could, for example, have the Stormcloaks come through, take Morthal, surprise attack and take the capital, pushing the Imperials back to Markarth, Felcreath, and maybe even take the Rift. You know, it wouldn't be a war between the east and the west, it'd be a war between the south and the north, because, you know, Empire's south and Skyrim's obviously north, so that could be a new sort of thing. I could definitely tickle around with the Civil War story campaign, because, look, I did this for a certain reason, I'll show you real soon if you're interested, but having to be able to take Whiterun is so awesome, it's exciting, because I can actually now do it, and have, like, story sort of things with Sigund. But the reason I fucked around these console commands was kind of because of this place, right? Now, as you can see, the Empire does not own the Pale. They have their camp outside of it. Fort Valhammer is garrisoned by Stormcloak soldiers. But we're going to go check something out. As you can see right there, that's an Imperial soldier.
Never in a million years did I imagine they'd gain control of Solitude.
So you got this weird bug with open civil wars, where the Imperials will guard Stormcloak City, but if I go inside, there'll be an Imperial Legate and a Stormcloak. I don't know if he'll be there, but the Imperial Legate will be inside with the Stormcloak Jarl. So this is why I was messing around with the console commands, because this really shit bugged me, and I'm pretty sure I fixed it with the console command last night just to mess around with it. I gave it to the Empire, then I gave it back to Stormcloaks, and the guards actually switched over. I had a bad problem on my playthrough before I started this story, where same thing happened in Markarth. If the Imperials owned Markarth, the Stormcloak guards would guard Markarth. But if the Empire won Markarth, there'd be no guards in Markarth. So it's kind of the same thing happened here. There we go. And there's Skull the Elder. Now, if I tried to do this with the Civil War, tried to win, and whenever I go to capture this, you know, I surround all the flags, and I win, like it goes up, it basically says Empire controls the Pale, then it goes the Jarl stopped the riots, and then I can't conquer it. I physically cannot win it. It makes it impossible to win the ball game, so that's where the console commands come into great use, because, you know, but I like the idea, even of losing Skyrim, like a what-if story campaign where Centaurus is magnificently, in a certain battle, cops an arrow to the knee, and can't fight in the war anymore, and all of a sudden Sigund's perfect health, and she wins the war for the Skyrim, and, you know, here's this dude stuck in a Skyrim where the Empire's lost. But I haven't picked up on any sort of like NPC chatter that isn't a soldier at the moment. But that is how you pretty much, you know, like, what does Dawnstar? Because these pricks are like, I'm going to fix it up after this anyway, but like, these are pretty cool console commands. The ability to lose Whiterun and even the war itself. That's sick. We go back to the war game. You see Whiterun's got the blue flag. So does Solitude. And that's pretty cool, I think. But it opens up a lot more for story for me, at least. I can actually lose Whiterun, which is awesome. And I could probably even have the war of the east and the west turn to the north and the south. You know? What colour were they? No, that was a different war. I was thinking of like the red and the blue, English and the colonists, but different war. Anyway, so yeah, this might help you if you like that sort of information, if you play multiple characters or you wish to fix a problem with open Civil Wars. These console commands will help you. You'll find them in the comment section of the original mod Skyrim at War page. The mod author has put all the console commands there for all the 9 holds and what you do. You put in the same console command, but you put a number, and that number suits which hold. Press enter, and then you open it up again, you remove the number, and you put in 100 for the Imperials, 200 for the Stormcloaks. So you can switch hands of whoever you want. And it makes it even easier for me, because if I'm playing as Sigund or Centaurus, I just march into a city without doing any of the Civil War battles. I just kill all the guards and all the soldiers protecting it. I can just hit a console command, piss off, come back, and it's mine. Without having to like mess around with the warboard game, or physically actually do it in the Civil War quest campaign. Anyway, I've talked enough. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's helped you out. Anyway, catch us later. Have a good one. Peace!